everyone. I'm Sam, and over spring break, our family has visited Dallas, Texas, and with Uncle Pat and Aunt Deborah and their kids, and we are traveling down to Plano to meet with Mr. Deon, and he is the leader of the Heritage Christian College Foundation USA. We are going to talk to Mr. Deon about the Heritage Christian College Foundation. Hello, Mr. Deon.
Hi.
The first question I would like to ask you is, what do you do at the foundation?
Well, Sam, what we try to do is help the university that the Ghanaians started. It's called Heritage Christian College. What we're trying to do is help them in any way we can. Most important right now is helping them raise money so that they can get the university up and running and self-supporting. What that means is we also try to provide scholarships for kids, and we are helping them build buildings, and we tell the story of all the good things that they're doing over there, just to help people understand how wonderful it is, the work that they're doing.
Right, that's very informative. How did you get involved with this work you do?
I get asked that question a lot, and it's a good question. First of all, I was raised in Africa. I was born and raised in Africa, but not Ghana. I was born and raised in South Africa, which, believe it or not, is 6 hours south on a plane ride, even. Africa's that big. But the president of the university, Heritage Christian, is a former student of my dad's when he came and did his master's degree at Abilene Christian University. And he was invited to speak at a conference called Jabulani, which was held in Fort Worth to celebrate 100 years of Americans doing mission work in Africa amongst the churches of Christ. And both my dad and he were keynote speakers, and I went along. And Samuel Tomasi Ankra is the man's name. He told my dad, he said, I need to tell you what we're thinking about doing. And my dad said, well, Deon, my son, that's me, he's the strategy guy. He needs to come listen. And so I did. And what these Ghanaian church leaders were planning to do, they said, look, we've got a school of preaching, and we're training a lot of preachers. Actually, they've trained 900 preachers and planted 450 churches in Ghana, which is amazing. And they've still got a lot of that going on. But they said, you know, we have so many young people in our churches and they cannot get into a university. We've decided that for the best interest of our churches, we need future leaders that are better trained. And so we're going to start a university. And I said, wow. And so I asked them, I said, do you have a plan? And they said, yeah, of course we do. And they handed me a copy, and it's terrific. And so I said, I got to help these people because they're doing it. No one's asked them. No one's trying to push it down their throats. This is their project. And so I said, how can I help? And they told me they needed a foundation. The way governments work, you need to be legal when you send money to a foreign country. And they didn't have a legal way to get money from us here in the United States, those of us that wanted to help. And so we set up the foundation to accomplish that. That's how I got involved.
That's really cool. And so, as we speak, what excites you about this?
You know, I think that the biggest point for me was that it wasn't we Americans telling them what to do. They had a plan. They just needed help. That's incredible. Because when you decide to start something and you own it, the chances of it being successful are so much higher than somebody trying to tell you. It's like, you know, if you want to do something, it's a whole lot better if it's your idea, other than someone coming and telling you, hey, Sam, you need to do this. You're going to say, yeah, right. You know, but if it's your idea, you're going to do everything in your power to make it happen. And that's powerful. So that's what caught my attention the most. Today, just seeing the excitement of having 369 students now in the university is just phenomenal. And the thing that in the future that I'm looking forward to seeing is you're going to have thousands of young people in Ghana who will have college educations working with churches. Some of them will be preachers, but most of them will be husbands and wives and people working in their communities. And the impact it'll have on the church is going to be phenomenal because they're going to be better prepared. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes. And one of our last question we would like to ask is, we understand that you were a missionary kid, and do you have any tips for siblings?
That's a good question. I've never had that one asked to me before, and that's a really good question. Yeah, I think so. First of all, be prepared that it's going to be different. Don't think of it negatively. Celebrate the fact that you're experiencing something no one else is going to get to do. You're going to have a perspective. You're going to learn things that other people would die to learn. You're going to have all kinds of things come in front of you you've never seen before. Some of them will be sad. Some of them are going to be really nice. And it's going to be different. But that's not a bad thing. You know, we know what it's like to live here in the United States. And it's a great place to be. But the opportunity to go somewhere else in the world and see what that's like will make you think about the world differently. It really will. You know, people come to me sometimes and they say, wow, you know, Africa is so far away. And I say, no, it's not. 6 hours on a plane and you're there. And that you get this shocked look on their face. The world seems big to a lot of people because they haven't been out there. When you get to go somewhere, you learn the world's not so big. And you also find out that although people are different in many ways, they're also a lot the same. They have the same concerns. They worry about their families, how they're going to take care of their families. The issues that they deal with will be different, and you'll get to see what some of those are. So I'd say learn to celebrate that you're getting to do something that's very special.
I'll use it. Well, that's all, Mr. Deon. Thank you for answering our questions and helping us.
You're welcome.